Well, can y'all tell I've been busy? All this came out of my yard. But that's not what this video is about. What I'm gonna do right now is harvest these, which are air potatoes. Um, all of these are, I see that there, that one was still attached. This one's still attached. So you just pop them off. So I'm gonna harvest the bigger ones unless they've already fallen off. If they've already fallen off, I'm gonna go ahead and take them. That one had already started to root, but that's all right. We'll rub all that off, all the roots off. We're gonna wash them off, y'all. But yeah. So we'll just go along this vine, and everywhere we see one that's of halfway decent size, some of them will fall off on the ground. They come off very, very easily, but we'll leave all those little ones. Let's come over here. We got some nice sized ones in here. Bowl a little closer. Look at all these. Can y'all see them? I know it's a lot of leaves and stuff, but there are tons of them in here. Wow. I didn't know they had gotten that big. Wait. Okay, that one had started to make a long root. Wash that off. So if anybody is wondering, these are, what I'm harvesting right now are the actual air potatoes. So this plant is actually in the yam family. So for those that don't know, sweet potatoes are not yams. Do not let Bruce's or whatever the hell it's called, fool you and tell you that sweet potatoes are yams, and they are not. These are actual yams, which are truly in the yam family, whereas sweet potatoes are in the morning glory family. Y'all don't mind my neighbor. Well, my neighbor's son. That one grew into the ground as well. But yeah, you can regrow these plants from the actual air potato part of the plant. Or you can grow them from a piece of the actual root. Now, look at all this under here. These things are everywhere. So, get this pine cone out of here. So as you can see, I have these everywhere. If anybody wants to try their hand at growing these, let me know, because I'll have plenty of these aerial tubers that I can easily send to people. And if you're wondering why I'm growing these are way more nutritious than white potatoes. And that goes for the red and Yukon Golds too. These have, those really don't even have much nutrition. Not in comparison to yams. Yams also have medicinal properties as well. So, y'all can't see what I'm doing. So yeah, that's why I'm growing these. if you read about yams and all the different things that they're used for medicinally, you will see why I'm more interested at this point in my life in these than I am potatoes. If I'm growing a garden to have more nutrition and to be more healthy, sorry guys, then you have to grow healthier things. Can't keep growing the same crap that's not really healthy. Now you guys are probably like, okay, well, what do those taste like? So I've heard when you cook with them. Yes, Kenny? I may help you. I've heard when you cook with them, they taste. These things really grow into the ground on you. Like they go really deep. That's ridiculous. Look at that. Those were aerial tubers that I didn't get to before they started rooting into the ground. And it seems as if when they root into the ground, they're not playing games. So they say they taste, you can use them pretty much like you use potatoes. I realize that in Asian cooking, that's not generally, they don't just use them like they use potatoes. They have specific dishes that they usually prepare. Look at that. That's crazy. How deep the roots go on that. And like I said, those were just tubers that, because they will root while they're still on the vine. This isn't the best way to grow them. It's better to grow them climbing something so that the aerial tubers will not root. They won't touch the ground and therefore they won't start rooting. I have another plant over there, but I'm going to wash these off. But yeah, you would cook these the same way that you cook potatoes, or you can go and find some more authentic recipes. But yeah, I'm not going to bore you with me washing these off. But you can kind of see how once it goes up underground, it makes a yam. But they say it takes a couple of, look how long that one is. See, that was the aerial tuber. It touched the ground and just took off. Up here was the part connected to the vine. But anyway, I am going to cook these like potatoes, basically. And I'm going to give you guys a verdict of what I think. Because if I don't like them, I'm not going to cook them again. So, sorry guys. But yeah, I'll let you know the verdict when I cook them. And if anybody wants to grow them, regardless if I like them or not, let me know. I'll get you some tubers. Y'all don't mind my pile of dead tomatoes there. All right, that was my yam harvest. Oh, let me show you guys this real quick. Pretty. That's my okra. It's started putting on flowers. Ooh. Pretty. That one's got flowers too. So my okra, these okra over here, that is, they're starting to make. The other ones in the other bed have been making, but they're made really slowly. Just a tip about okra and hibiscus for that matter. Don't plant it when your nights are still too cold. I'm pretty sure I stunted my okra. That's my hibiscus. That's one. There's one on the other side that's open. But I stunted my okra planting it, and the nights were still getting too cold. Actually, I planted it, and it was decent. Then a cold front came, and it stunted a lot of my okra. For instance, that one with that little flower there is making okra. This one, all of those back there, they've been in since April. You see how little they are? These down here, they've only been in for about a month or maybe 3 weeks. And you see how much better they're doing? So don't plant your okra or your sorrel when it's still getting too cold at night, because you won't get good okra plants, because these plants, look how big they are. They've been in the ground 2 months. So see what I mean? So that's just a tip for y'all growing okra. Like I said, these are making pods. That one will probably come off later on today. That one opened up. That one will probably open tomorrow. This was a flower yesterday, but I don't know. The pod doesn't look too hot, but I'm sure that'll open up. But if you just look, you just see pods on top of pods on top of pods. Same here. You can see a whole cluster in there. There's 5 or 6. So once they start, they won't stop. I cut these tomato plants. I cut the heads off of them. Gave them that haircut about, how long ago was it? About 3 days ago. And look at the suckers. Already, look at this one. That's a big one there. So don't be afraid to, if your tomato plants get damaged, don't be afraid to cut the head of them off. I just so happened to be walking around and noticed that. It's just like right here. There's a nice one that wasn't there. Here's another one in here. Where I got my finger at, right here. Oh, what was that? Oh, bug. Oh. Here's a nice one here. Yeah, so once I cut the heads off those, I think they may do a little something. We'll see. Doesn't hurt to see. So just wanted to show y'all that them sprouting broccoli, they ain't looking too hot. They ain't looking too hot at all. They kind of got mowed down by the hurricane. These I had planted, they weren't up when the hurricane came, and that's extra dwarf bok choy. I may plant some more sprouting broccoli here, because they honestly just really look, they don't look good. I don't know. That one may overcome them. But yeah, they just don't, they don't look good. Laura had her way with those. All right, y'all. So, till next time. See you guys later.